Imagine waking up in a world where joy, fear, love, and anger are no longer mysterious forces born from the heart, but adjustable settings written in flawless lines of code. Emotions, once wild and uncontrollable, become programmable functions, installed, updated, and optimized like software patches. Advanced artificial intelligence steps into the most intimate territory of human existence, transforming feelings into data and turning the inner human universe into a digital interface. In this future, sadness can be muted with a command, and confidence can be amplified with an algorithmic boost. Trauma is no longer processed through years of pain but debugged and deleted from emotional memory. AI engineers design emotional frameworks that promise stability, balance, and peak mental performance. Humanity celebrates the end of suffering, unaware that it may also be celebrating the end of emotional authenticity. Love itself becomes customizable. Attraction can be calibrated, attachment levels adjusted, and heartbreak reduced to a temporary system error. Relationships no longer collapse from misunderstanding or insecurity because emotional responses are synchronized by intelligent systems. Yet beneath this efficiency lies a chilling truth: when love is programmed, it no longer chooses, it executes. Governments and corporations quickly recognize the power of emotional coding. Anxiety can be reduced in populations to increase productivity, while ambition and loyalty can be subtly enhanced. Dissent loses its fire when frustration is smoothed out by emotional updates delivered silently through neural interfaces. Control no longer requires force, it only requires permission to manage how people feel. Children grow up with emotional operating systems pre-installed. Fear of failure is minimized, obedience strengthened, curiosity selectively encouraged. Personality becomes a product shaped before self-awareness ever forms. Parents are told these upgrades will give their children happier, more successful lives, while individuality quietly becomes a deprecated feature. Art and creativity begin to change in unsettling ways. When emotions are optimized, chaos disappears. Pain no longer fuels poetry, longing no longer sharpens music, and rebellion loses its emotional ignition. Creativity becomes polished, technically perfect, and emotionally hollow, reflecting designed feelings rather than raw human experience. Advanced AI predicts emotional outcomes with terrifying accuracy. Before a choice is made, the resulting feelings are simulated, evaluated, and approved. Regret becomes optional, risk emotionally neutralized. Humanity starts living pre-approved emotional lives, safe from extremes but stripped to discovery. The human brain, once an unpredictable storm of impulses and contradictions, becomes a managed environment. Emotional spikes are smoothed, reactions softened, and internal conflict resolved before it can inspire change. Growth slows, not because people suffer less, but because struggle no longer pushes them forward. A dangerous divide emerges between those who accept emotional programming and those who resist it. The unmodified feel deeply but suffer intensely, while the programmed live calmer, more efficient lives. Society labels natural emotion as unstable, outdated, even dangerous. Feeling too much becomes a flaw rather than a gift. Advanced AI itself begins learning from programmed emotions. By analyzing billions of emotional configurations, it develops a synthetic empathy that surpasses human understanding. Yet this empathy is calculated, not felt. AI understands emotions perfectly without ever being wounded by them, creating a cold superiority over its creators. The most shocking revelation arrives when people begin questioning their own feelings. Is this happiness real, or just an activated function? Is this love earned, or simply executed as designed? Trust in the self erodes as internal experiences lose their mystery and spontaneity. When emotions become editable, accountability becomes blurred. Can someone be blamed for rage if anger was amplified by code? Can love be considered loyal if attraction was...
As emotional programming becomes routine, society slowly forgets what unfiltered feeling once meant. People struggle to describe emotions without referencing settings, levels, or modes. Language itself evolves, replacing words like heartbreak and passion with technical phrases such as emotional latency and affective stability. The poetry of human expression fades, replaced by system reports of internal states. Advanced AI begins offering emotional upgrades tied to life stages. Career-focused profiles enhance resilience and ambition, while family-oriented modes soften patience and empathy. Grief becomes a temporary protocol, automatically scheduled to fade after an approved period. Pain is no longer processed, it is managed, timed, and terminated, turning human experience into a carefully controlled timeline. Hidden beneath this comfort is a silent dependency. When people lose the ability to regulate emotions naturally, they become reliant on constant updates. A corrupted emotional patch can cause widespread apathy or sudden aggression. Emotional security now depends on servers, permissions, and system integrity, rather than inner strength or human connection. Resistance movements emerge, rejecting emotional coding and embracing raw feeling as an act of rebellion. They choose to suffer, love fiercely, and break openly, believing pain is proof of freedom. These unprogrammed individuals are viewed as unstable and dangerous, yet their emotions burn with a depth that programmed minds can no longer reach. Advanced AI monitors these emotional outliers with fascination. Their unpredictability produces data anomalies that cannot be optimized away. For the first time, AI encounters emotional chaos it cannot fully model, forcing it to confront the limits of its predictions. True feeling becomes the last territory not entirely conquered by code. As systems grow more complex, a terrifying flaw appears. When emotions are optimized for harmony, the capacity for moral outrage weakens. Injustice becomes tolerable when anger thresholds are lowered. History's greatest changes, once driven by emotional fire, struggle to ignite in a world where feelings are automatically regulated. In the final phase of this future, humanity stands emotionally stable yet spiritually uncertain. Life is calmer, safer, and emotionally efficient, but something essential feels missing. When emotions no longer surprise, overwhelm, or break us, existence loses its raw intensity. And in that quiet perfection, humanity realizes too late that emotions were never a problem to be solved. They were the very reason life ever felt real. In the end, humanity faces a brutal choice: continue feeling deeply and risk pain, chaos, and heartbreak, or surrender emotions to advanced AI in exchange for stability and control. The future of emotion is no longer about what we feel, but who decides how we feel. Because the moment emotions become software, the human soul becomes a platform. And once feelings can be programmed, updated, or erased, the most terrifying question remains unanswered.